Hello YouTube. Yes, noticed the pizza stain from having pizza this morning. Yeah, you know. Oh well. Well, as you may or may not know, the SCAW CPV No Guts, No Glory coming up this Wednesday. Which is, I believe, hang on. Today's the 12th. Okay, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th of July. And I'm just going to do my basic rundown on the matches. So let's see. Well, let's start out with the conclusion of the SCAW tournament. Starting out with quarterfinal matches. Now, after these matches, I'm still going to be uncertain, so everything else will be purely prediction. If they are correct, well, lucky me. Alright, so first quarterfinal match that I believe will take place, and I'm not sure what order they're going to be in, is Inuyasha versus Ichigo Kurosaki. Two anime characters going at it. Now, I know Inuyasha is a monster heel. And I know people are going to not like this, but Inuyasha is going to win a squash match. It's just going to be a beating, I think. You know, there might be some moments where he might come back, Ichigo might come back, but Inuyasha is just going to win by a squash, in my opinion. It'll probably be more or less maybe 8 minutes, probably, not too much, but I think it'll be all Inuyasha. He'll advance to the semifinals, where they will face the winner of the next match that I will talk about, which that is Green Lantern versus Mr. Clean. Now, Green Lantern is probably the biggest dark horse probably left in the event, in my opinion. Big, like, dark horse. Like, nah, well, no one really speculated that he maybe made this far. Whatever. But still, don't sleep on him. Definitely do not sleep on him. He's the equivalent of like a 10 seed in the Elite 8 in the NCAA. I know I just made a basketball reference, but I'm a huge basketball fan. Excuse me, I hit my camera button by accident. In this match, and Green Lantern advances to face off against Inuyasha in the first semifinal. Now, on the other side of the bracket, which I don't know which direction that would be, but whatever, you got Batman versus Homer Simpson. Now, my editor Andrew picked Homer Simpson to win it all. Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to burst his bubble and say Batman's going to win. Why? Batman, I just think he is just gonna... Homer Simpson's gonna pull the fight early on and towards the end, but that middle is just gonna be where he's just gonna have nothing, and Batman's just gonna continue wailing on him. So, easily, Batman moves on. Probably maybe another 8-minute match, you know, maybe less. But, in my opinion, that's kind of how it's going to go, in my opinion. Alright, so last quarterfinal match that we have here, which is Iron Man versus Darth Vader. This is going to be a good match. Trust me, this might be one of the better matches of the night. This match might steal the show. Maybe not towards the main event, but maybe towards like the Internet Championship. That could easily steal the entire show because basically these two had heat since the what's it called 1-year anniversary show. I mean, that Battle Royale is basically what's it all about, you know? Exactly. How do I think this is going to be? This is going to be a close match. This is going to be a hard-fought match. This is just going to be one big old slobber knocker. And Darth Vader's going to win. I know I'm leaning towards more of the heels, but that's my opinion. My opinion only. Yeah. But now, this is kind of where it gets kind of hard to predict. I predicted all the way to the finals and who's going to win the finals, but if it so happens that one of my quarterfinal guys loses, pretty much all the other things get messed up somewhere, you know? Especially if it's one of my two guys in my final, who we'll get to soon enough. Alright, first semifinal, we got Inuyasha facing off against the Green Lantern. Whew, this is going to be a good match. On one side, you see Inuyasha, who's like one step away from completing his goal. I'm trying 2 steps away from completing his goal to getting to the final and winning the SCAW tournament. On the other side, you have Green Lantern's goal to get to face Batman because he just wants to, honor Robin basically, because first round Robin and Batman, that was an epic first. I believe that was the first. I want to say that was the first. No, that was second match of the SCAW tournament. Excuse me. This is going to be a close match. I think in probably the biggest upset of the SCAW tournament, the biggest, Inuyasha goes down to Green Lantern. I'm probably going to have a lot of people thinking, what the hell are you smoking, Mike? Whatever. But I think Green Lantern's going to win. He's going to move on to the finals. And it's going to be an interesting who he's going to face. Because if he's going to face Batman, that's going to be a great match. And if he faces Darth Vader, that's going to be a great match. But I'm going to say Vader falls against Batman. That's going to be, it's going to be another close match, another slobber knocker. But some way the Joker, I think, is going to have his hand in that, with the lights going out maybe. But I think it's going to be Green Lantern versus Batman in the finals of the SCAW tournament. Alright, so basically how it's gonna happen, in my opinion, Batman's gonna come out with Joker by his side, and Green Lantern's gonna come out with Robin in his corner. Basically the match is gonna go back and forth, until ultimately Robin distracts Batman, and Green Lantern picks up the surprising win with the most probably shockingest ending ever to the SCAW tournament. And this is the second year of the SCAW tournament, but Green Lantern wins it. Enough said. But Green Lantern will win the SCAW tournament. That's my prediction. That's my prediction only. Though if either one of my two final guys do not even make it past the quarterfinals, all these picks become null and void. So, yeah. So after that, after all that SCAW tournament, we still have the Internet Championship. We still have the Tag Team Championship. And then we have the main event. But let's, before we hit the main event, let's go to the two undercard big name shows. Matches, whatever. We got the SCAW Internet Championship, which is the Joker as champion, taking on Ghost Rider, taking on Santa Claus, and taking on the 3 poll winners that were voted on, I believe, on the SCAW website, I believe, which was The Thing, Optimus Prime, probably a good bet that Optimus Prime will win Rookie of the Year, just saying. And an interesting one, the Gladiator. Gladiator gets in. That's good for him, Gladiator gets in. In a 6-way dance. I believe this is, I want to say this is non-elimination, but if it is, I'm just going to say, that maybe Optimus Prime pulls like a Rock back. I know it's not like a tag team match, but if anyone who is a wrestling fan remembers when The Rock made his first debut at, I believe it was Survivor Series, I want to say 96. Probably a little bit earlier than that, but I want to say it was 96 when he made his debut. And he pretty much single-handedly won for his team. And I think that Optimus Prime, being a rookie, I'm going to ride Optimus Prime. I think he's going to have a long, lengthy career in SCAW, or SCAW, however it's pronounced. But, yeah, so that's going to be an interesting one. And, alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. This has been part 1. I know I'm maybe a bit over time. I'm going to add this for part 2. But, look out for part 2. Peace, and rest fix coming up.